Well, here we are on the set of Cam & Company, broadcasting live from the 2005 annual meeting at the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas. Joining us on set this afternoon, a guy you've known for a number of years. You've seen him on television, on the silver screen. Ermey joining us. And how are you, sir?
Greetings. It's good to be here. I'll tell you what, you just can't beat this. Come down to Houston, Texas, where the weather's about 75 degrees and perfect out there, and spend 3 or 4 days down here at the NRA gun show. I mean, this is like a candy store, isn't it?
It is. Now, the only bad thing is it's put you in too good a mood. You're known as the gruff drill sergeant, and here you are smiling, talking about what a great day it is.
Well, my wife calls me Cream Puff. Actually,
can I call you Cream Puff?
No. We'll have to think about that. But anyway, I'm a pretty reasonable guy. I'm not too grouchy all the time. After all, I had a good meal. I'm warm, dry, and fed, and I'm a happy guy.
But you were saying you love being here, and I was just watching a video over there. I mean, you get to be with the best of the best in the business as far as the shooting sports. I mean, some of the practical shooting competitions you go to. I mean, you see everything.
Well, there's no question about it. I represent Glock, by the way, and you know, I pretty much can represent anybody I want to, and I pretty well checked them all out before I decided that which one to go with. But we're here. One of the beautiful things about being with Glock is I get to go to all the gun shows and all of the outdoor shows, like Oshkosh, for Pete's sakes. I mean, that's like a kid in a candy store. You send me up there. My only complaint is when I come down, I need just about have to bring a box car with me to take all my stuff on.
Hey, Arlie, we've got a couple of guests here that would want to say hi. Normally we don't do this, but since these gentlemen are representing the U.S. Border Patrol and they're part of the color guard here today, I thought it'd be okay if we let them up on stage so they can shake your hand.
I have all the respect in the world for these guys.
Absolutely. These guys put their life on the line every day in service for this country.
Good to see you guys. Hurrah.
And by the way, you folks in the U.S. Border Patrol, you're going to be at the members' banquet tonight, correct, as part of the color guard? Yes, sir. Well, we thank you for your service, both of you. Very glad that you're here this afternoon.
Hurrah. Semper Fi.
Absolutely. Now, Arlie, you are still doing Mail Call on the History Channel, correct?
Well, Mail Call seems to be ranking right up there, pretty close to the highest show on the History Channel. And they told me last time I was with them in New York at the History Channel, they told me that because it's one of their hit shows that I'm going to have to do the show till I die. So, you're going to have to keep watching Mail Call for another 30 years, I figure, anyway.
That's good.
And then reruns for 30 years thereafter.
We were talking to some of the guys out there, and they say, and the neatest thing about the show that they liked is that it brings the military to them at home, the American folks, in a way that they never see, you know, in the regular media and the mainstream media.
You know, my thoughts are on that is, there's not a family in America that doesn't have a son, a niece, a nephew, an uncle, a cousin, or somebody over there fighting the war. And these guys, if they think, the families think that they're going to get a glimpse of Junior on the TV screen during a Mail Call show, well, they're right there watching. And I tell you, we show, our main objective is to show the folks in America exactly what the equipment is, the new equipment and the old equipment that used to work with, and the new stuff that's replaced it. And it's kind of neat to know what your son or daughter's armed with and the protections they have, like the armored up Humvees and the armor that they wear on their body armor. It's a little comforting for the folks at home to know that their sons and daughters, nieces and nephews are being looked after that well, and they're being fed well too. The MREs, I mean, there's a lot to be said about flavor and taste and gourmet, but you have to admit the MREs are certainly, they're chock full of vitamins, all the vitamins and nutrients that your body could use, and they're the healthiest food that you could possibly have for these guys out in the field. So Mail Call goes on simply because I'm a firm believer. One of the reasons it goes on is because everybody has somebody in the military. Yeah, we'd like to know what our family members are doing, what the weaponry they're using, the armor systems they're using, the whole work.
Well, Arlie, we know you got to get back to the Glock booth, but I want to thank you very much for your service to this country, first of all, and thank you very much for stopping by this afternoon.
Now, I really don't have to get back to the Glock booth because I'm having so much fun here. They they actually make me work over the clock booth.
We got Ted Nugent coming up here, so you're more than welcome to stick around if you want.
You know, I want to stick around and meet Ted anyway because he happens to be one of my heroes.
All right, well, hang on then and stick around. We got to take a quick time out to reset everything because we're pre-taping this particular interview. But hang on, Arlie, and stick around. We'll be right back with more Cam & Company here on NRAnews.com and Sirius Patriot 141.